I'm giving you 3 seconds. Memorize all these cards. 3, 2, 1. All right, perfect. I'm gonna shuffle them up right in front of your face. I'm gonna remove one card completely at random. Now you tell me, which card did I remove? You don't know. I mean, I wouldn't know, but just to give you some closure, it was this card right here, 6 of clubs. But what if I told you you could work towards accomplishing this completely impromptu with any borrowed deck? Impossible. Or is it? Over the years, I've developed this incredible ability, the ability to memorize practically anything, and I'm going to demonstrate that for you today using a deck of playing cards. Now, a deck of cards has 52 cards, and the number of possibilities of a shuffle are actually 8 times 10 to the 67th power. That's almost as many atoms there are in the entire galaxy, right? That's insane. So I want you to take this deck now, shuffle it up as much as you'd like, because now once you shuffled it up, there's no possible way anyone in the history of man has shuffled up this deck in this exact order, right? As soon as you've done that, break off any packet of cards you want. Let's just say this many cards. We're gonna take the rest of the deck and put it off to the side. Now this is all we have to deal with. I'm gonna go through these cards and try to memorize them. I'm not gonna memorize the order. I'm just gonna memorize the cards that are in this pile, okay? Okay, this is quite a difficult feat, so I'm just gonna go through check one more time. All right, now that I've done this, I want you to take this packet, shuffle it up again, and now I'm gonna leave the room, I'm gonna close my eyes, and I want you to pick out any one card that you want from this packet, and you're gonna put it in your pocket. So any card from this packet, let's just say you wanna pick this card over here, take a look at this card, memorize it, you're gonna have to put this in your packet. You have to put this in your pocket, all right? Put it off to the side. And now as soon as you're done, I'm gonna come back, and you can again shuffle up the deck if you'd like. If not, that's completely fine. And I'm gonna take this packet back. Now my job, of course, is to be able to figure out which card that you selected. Like I said, this is not an easy feat for anyone to do. I've just developed this ability over time. It's still not perfected yet. But let me just go through one more time to verify if I'm correct. Okay. All right, I think I got it. I think the card one that you selected was a diamond, if I'm thinking correct. Yes, all right, a diamond. And the value of the card, this is always tough, was a jack. So the card you selected, hopefully, was the jack of diamonds. What up, crew? It is Magic Monday, and this is your place to learn magic, master your performance, and captivate audiences. The effect I'm sharing with you today is known as Memory Test, and it's a favorite by Charles Jordan. I have been practicing this trick for over a month, and I still can't do it at the level that I'd like, but you guys are much smarter than I am, so I'm sure you can do it. And even if you can't, the secret is just juicy enough that you gotta know how it's done. Also, I'll be sharing something actually insane later on in this video, so make sure you stick around. So before we dive right into the tutorial, make sure you smash that like button, hit subscribe, and get ready to melt your own brains. Now grab your favorite deck, and let's do it. And welcome to the tutorial. So, some additional background for this effect. It is heavily math-based, and when I say heavily math-based, I mean you have to be very good at math, but not complex math. It's doing very simple calculations very quickly. So if that's something you can do, you can easily do this effect. If that's not something you can do, it's gonna be a bit more difficult. So that's why I don't really wanna rank it as beginner, intermediate, or advanced. Now, starting off with this trick, you want to hand the deck off to the spectator and allow them to shuffle it up. And you can see what I did in my performance, even though it has nothing related to this trick whatsoever. I play this off as a type of memory demonstration. And I guess that was the whole intention behind this effect. And I like to showcase that by saying there are 8 times 10 to the 67th different possibilities that a deck of cards could be shuffled into. And as you're shuffling up the deck right now, chances are there is no human in history that has ever shuffled up the deck in this order. And that's actually comparable to the number of atoms in the universe, or not in the universe, atoms in the galaxy. So just kind of putting that out there already makes them think like, wow, this is gonna be impressive if you can pull this off. So the deck is shuffled up. You ask them to break off some number of cards. And again, just for demonstration purposes, I'm just gonna break off this many cards and you'll see how it works. You wanna also make sure that there are no jokers or extra add cards in this packet, otherwise this will not work. Right, so we're just gonna use a subset of these cards, but this will apply to the entire deck. So if you're good enough, you can actually do this with the whole deck, which is very impressive. So there are 2 different types of calculations that you need to make. One is going to be for the suit, and the other one is going to be for the value, okay? And if you can calculate those, you can figure out exactly what the card is, no matter how many cards. The deck could have 500,000 cards. If you could do that math quickly enough and your audience doesn't get bored and leave, you can do it. To calculate the suits, you first need to get a running total. So you assign each one of the suits a value. Club is going to be 3, spades is going to be 1, hearts is going to be 2, and diamonds is going to be 0. An easy way that I find to remember this is that a spade has 1 point, so a value of 1. A heart has 2 humps on top, 2. Clubs have those 3, I guess, club leaves, whatever they want to call them. And diamond, there's no 4, so I just give it a 0, right? So spade is 1, hearts 2, clubs 3, and diamond is 0. As you go through the deck, right, the spectator shuffles it up, they give you this packet saying this is their packet they're going to use. You go through and you get a running count. So spades is 1, so I count this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, diamond is 0, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 0, 15, 16, 0, 17, 18. So the total suit value of this packet is going to be 18. When a card has been removed, let's just say this one has been removed, for example. That's a spade, as you can see. When you get the packet back, right, so this is going to be after the spectator takes their card out, shuffles up the cards, and you come back, you're going to go through all the spades, and you're going to recount the values again. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. You're going to do the first value that you had, which was 18, and you're going to subtract 17 from it. If you want, you can actually even drop the tens place, so you can actually just do 8 minus 7, and you're going to get the value of 1. We know we assigned the value of 1 to the spades, therefore this card that was removed will be a spade. And that's how you calculate the suit of the spectator selected card. Hopefully that made sense. If you have any questions that I can help clarify, do let me know down in the comments. My mission on this channel has always been to inspire you to learn magic and blow people away while becoming the most interesting person in the room. I recently had my friends at the Daily Magician show me an effect that actually blew me away. It's something that anyone can do and straight up looks impossible. Like, imagine being able to predict anything just using your phone. Where's my phone? Just your phone. Yeah, it's 12:06 a.m. I film late. I saw a video of this being performed at the Blackpool Magic Convention and it literally destroyed me. Let me show you a quick performance. This is Trace.
I want you to imagine a country in the world that you can picture the flag of.
Okay.
I'm going to show you something. On my phone, on iPhone, we have this Notes app.
Yeah.
Here, what I can do is, you know, do a bit of art.
Yeah.
I can change the colors. You get the idea.
Yeah.
What I'm going to try and do is pick up on the image of the flag that you're sending me. See if I can get it. Okay. And then what I'll do now is I'll lock my phone.
Okay.
And what that means is, you know, this is an iPhone, great security. I couldn't change anything even if I wanted to now that I'm locked out.
Yeah.
So for the first time, can you tell me the country?
Argentina.
Argentina. And what does that flag look like?
It's blue, white. There's a sun in the middle.
Okay, I think that's what I was getting. You'll see if I open the phone.
What the hell?
Just no words. It's wild. And by the way, this isn't sponsored, so I don't get anything from promoting this, but I'm just sharing it for the love of the effect. So you can get Trace for yourself from the Daily Magician, and I'll put that as the first link in the description. Enjoy. Now, calculating the value of the spectator's card is where the math gets a lot more fun. It's going to be done in a similar way to how we calculated the suit, but the numbers are just a lot higher, and there are a bit of decimals here and there, all right? So get ready to do some math. We're going to, again, approach it in the same way. We're going to go through, as we do the performance, you get the deck back from the spectator the first time around. You're going to go through it twice. And when you go through it first time, you're going to do the suit as we just reviewed. And then when you go through it the second time, you're going to go through the value. And I'm going to talk about that now. You start with the first card. Ace is going to have a value of 1, by the way. Jack is going to have a value of 1.5. Queen is going to have a value of 2.5. And King is going to have a value of 3.5. Again, this math is not super simple, so just follow along because it's pretty cool. If you can practice this and get this down, it's going to be pretty cool. And now you start doing the math. You start with ace as 1, plus 9 is 10. And you can always drop the tens place, by the way. So you can do 1 plus 9 is 10. You can have that go out to 0 if you drop the 1 from the tens place. So at 0, 4. Now this is going to be 7.5. If you add 1.5 to that, that becomes 9. 10, 11, drop the 1 in the tens place, that's a 1 now, plus 1.5, that's 2.5, plus 5, that's 7.5, plus 3.5, that becomes 11. You can drop the 1 in the tens place, so that's just a 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 9 becomes 13. Again, you can drop the 1, And we have 3 plus 2.5, which is 5.5, plus 8, which becomes 13.5. You can drop the 1 in the tens place, and this becomes 3.5. So this packet now has a value of 3.5 just for the value cards. Now we'll shuffle up this packet, take a card out at random, and we'll do the math together, right? So I have no idea what that card is. Let's go through now. We know the original value we had was 3.5, and we're gonna add everything up again. So 9 plus 1.5, that's 10.5. You can drop the 1, that becomes 0.5. Then this becomes 2.5, this becomes 6.5. 6.5 plus 3.5 becomes a 10. You can drop, so it's 0. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus 9 becomes 13, which you can drop the 1. So it's 3 plus 2.5, which is 5.5. Plus 8 becomes 13.5, which becomes 3.5. Plus 3.5, which becomes 7, right? Which becomes 7. And then plus 7 plus 5 is 12, which becomes 2, right? So we have a value of 2 in this packet now, and our original value was 3.5. So we do 3.5, which was the original value, minus 2, which is the value of the new packet, and we get 1.5. And if you remember, jacks had a value of 1.5. So if we take a look, this card is gonna be a jack. Now I know that was a lot, so let me quickly recap to make sure we're all on the same page. You start by having the spectator shuffle up the deck. Once the deck has been shuffled up, have them break off a small packet. With this small packet, you're gonna take a look and you're gonna go through it one time, counting for the value, counting for the total value of suit. Then you go through it a second time, counting for the total value of value, right? So now you have a suit value and you have a card value. So it could be like a 3.5 and I don't know, a 3, right? Now you're gonna turn your back around, you're gonna close your eyes or do something, hand this off to the spectator, let them shuffle it up, they're gonna take out one card. After they take out one card, you get this packet back. You're now gonna go ahead and count the suit value again. You're gonna do the original value that you had minus the new suit value, and that's gonna give you the suit of this card. And then you're gonna go through this packet one more time, get a new number value, and now you're gonna do the first number value minus the second number value. That'll give you the value for this card. And then you can really blow people away with your incredible feats of memorization. And trust me, it's not gonna be easy, but it's gonna be very impressive. If you feel like you got this without a problem, I'm jealous. But if you really wanna test out your physical dexterity, check out this one right here. As always, a huge shout out to all my Patreon producers, and thank you, love you, see you soon.